you attacked me from behind after I had finished another match.
Yeah, I hit you with a shoe, actually.
Yeah, no, I remember.
That's what grown men do.
No, it's
they
not.
hit other men with shoes.
God, no, it's not.
Okay.
No, okay. I feel like we just need to move on.
5-second break. Hello. Welcome to another episode of Jaxon Talks. Everybody, with me, your host, Jaxon Stone. Currently, we are at Everybody's Land, which is just my house, but Everybody's Land is a sweet name for it. So if you're ever in Dallas, come over to Everybody. Actually, Plano. Yeah. It's like outside of Dallas. Just go over to Everybody's Land. I actually have a beer pong table set up in my guest bedroom.
Accurate.
We
were the champs.
We were the champs until we weren't.
Yeah.
Ryan Remington.
Yeah.
The independent professional wrestler.
It's true.
Also many other things, which we will discuss.
Yes.
On this show today.
We will.
And let me crack open this Bud Light though real quick. Bud Light! The unofficial official sponsor of Jaxon Talks. Everybody.
You think you got it?
Good.
Cool. I believe that you'll...
Don't just talk about it, be about it.
Nice. I believe we'll get that sponsorship one day.
Me too.
You just gotta speak it into...
So, your shirt.
Yes.
Birds aren't real.
Yes.
Please, explain.
Explain?
I don't know where it's from. I don't know what it means.
So, I can't remember who...
I just know that in the course of our friendship, it's been about 2 years we've been friends.
Yeah.
Over the last about 6 months.
Yep.
I've been saying it aggressively.
A lot.
Yeah, but I like it. I like your dedication to the cause.
So I can't remember the name of the guy who champions the movement now. And
You do. Ryan Remington.
I'm a strong member of the Birds Aren't Real.
You like vice president?
No. I'm in contact with them right now, trying to work it out, trying to get some stuff going.
Okay.
But so basically what it goes, it's from 1957 to 2001, the U.S. government systematically dismantled 95% of the bird population in America and replaced them with surveillance drones to spy on its people.
And you full-fledged believe this to be a fact?
100%, yes.
You full-fledged believe it?
Mm-hmm.
What are your stances for it? What's your argument for it?
So my argument, all right, so there's a lot of things that go into it. Like the normal one that's always like a joke, it's easy, right? Is when the government was shut down, did you see any birds around?
I don't remember when the government was shut down.
But did you see any birds, dude?
I mean, to answer your question, no.
So, cool. So you didn't see any birds?
To answer your question, no.
No, yeah.
But when was the government shut down? Was I alive?
Yes. The government shut down 2 times in the last 6 years.
Good thing I know a lot about politics and the government.
I thought there was nobody that knew less about it than me, but I've now met you.
The only thing I know is that I've emailed every single person who's in the state government for Texas about what they should do for mental health reform.
Oh, that's dope.
But other than that,
nothing.
Don't know anything because personally, what I feel about politics is that I'm trying to change my community, but I'm trying to think globally. I feel like that's a thing. That's like a saying. Maybe I'm gonna coin that phrase. So no, I didn't. The government shut down twice.
Oh Lord. Cool. Yeah. So that was the thing.
So since I don't know that the government shut down, I honestly don't remember if I saw any birds then. Exactly. I mean, I'm assuming I did.
No, you didn't.
Okay. I didn't.
No. Yeah. There's no birds.
I mean, I don't specifically remember a nice floaty little bird, bald eagle come my way.
Yeah. Well, why did it have to specifically be a bald eagle?
Because that's the only bird name that came to my head.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so riddle me this then, champ.
Alright.
Riddle me this. Why sometimes are there the blackbirds?
Yep.
And those are called, but
you mean the buzzards that fly
they're
or the crows?
The crows. They're hella in one area at one time.
Yeah.
They're all there.
No, I don't know. I assume it's to because it's all drones, they want to get different angles of everything maybe. I don't know exactly why it is, but I'll see a lot of them congregate, or I'll see pigeons congregate all in one spot. I'm what is going on here?
Okay.
I just know that I want to get away from that.
So you know they're drones.
Yeah.
So what happens when someone who is a hunter goes hunting?
Yeah.
You know, they're shooting for some deer, some cow, whatever people hunt, don't hunt.
They don't hunt cow.
Whatever. You know, you get it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
Maybe you don't.
I got it.
You understand the path I'm trying to take.
Yes.
Question.
Continue.
Someone shoots a bird.
Mm-hmm.
Opens the bird up. Not a drone.
Well, here's the thing. So, like, you can't control. So the government can't control whether like the birds leave or come into America. They can't control the population, which is why they'll never be up to 100% of like all drones in America for the birds, because birds from Mexico, birds from Canada, they're all like they can freely move into America and like do whatever they want.
So you're saying that there actually are birds that are real?
Yeah, a very small percentage.
The majority of them are.
Yes, 90 to 95%.
Government-owned drones that are spying on us.
Yes.
To change the course of the world.
Yes.
What's the end goal of the birds?
Dude, I honestly don't know. I think that's what we're trying to figure out now, right?
You and your people, you and your birds.
Yeah. We're trying to see what it's about and why they want to spy on us so heavily. Like, and I think it goes into the whole like, you know, people talk about the phones and everything, but I think the birds are the first like kind of thing for that.
Yeah.
Because like they could go freely places and nobody would think like, oh, we've seen birds our entire life, but like now it's just sitting there spying on us outside of our house.
Are you and your birds are real people?
Birds aren't real.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Birds aren't real people.
Yep.
Are you guys like as serious and as committed to like the flat Earth people?
Like, are you saying as we believe that
level of intensity?
Well,
level of devotion, of passion.
I mean, yeah, I would think so. I've gotten into a few arguments.
Okay.
One of my favorite things, I was wearing not this one, but another Birds Aren't Real shirt that I got.
For sure.
And I was in the back one of the shows, and someone just looks at me, reads the shirt, and says, "So this is the hill you're gonna die on."
That was me.
No, it wasn't you.
Oh, I say that a lot.
It wasn't you. It was somebody. It was Isaac Mazer.
I know. Oh, okay. He's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And that was a great conversation. And we're going back and forth on all this, and you see like everyone in the back just like slowly turn their heads and just listen to the conversation happening. And then at the end of it, he was frustrated. He was really mad
because he's a birds are real country.
Yeah. And well, his big thing is he was saying there were things that are more important, which I don't know, like how our privacy is less important than other things. But yeah, whatever.
Interesting take on this.
Yeah. And at the end of it, I remember it was Prince Adam, our dude Prince Adam.
Yeah, big fan.
He was like, "Hey man, I'm kind of starting to believe you on this. So like, I think we got another follower." And it makes
so you made a believer out of him.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't make a believer out of me.
No.
But
everybody's different.
But I'm a wise man,
and
I understand your point of view. And will not make judgment on it.
I appreciate
while
it.
you're on my show.
Yeah. No,
Once you leave, we'll see.
Okay, cool. I mean, I don't judge you for anything.
Oh, nothing at all, never.
No. When have I ever judged you?
I don't know, you haven't, but I mean, I feel like I'm pretty morally sound, so.
Yeah, well, I feel like I am too. Are you saying birds aren't real? Is it moral?
No, it is.
Okay, cool.
Your moral compass is good.
Yeah, okay, cool.
That's spot on. Even though at one time you attacked me from behind in a match or whatever.
You attacked me from behind in a match. That was you.
No,
No. You attacked me from behind after I had finished another match.
Yeah, I hit you with a shoot, actually.
Yeah, no, I remember.
That's what grown men do.
No, it's
they
not.
hit other men with shoes.
God, no, it's not.
Okay.
No, okay. I feel like we just need to move on.
5-second break.
Yeah, okay, I'm good.
Okay, so people know
Yep.
that you think birds aren't real.
Yes.
People know that you're an independent professional wrestler.
Yes.
What don't they know about you?
What don't they know? Probably that I like to write and I like to act.
So you like to write and you like to act.
Yes.
Specifically, what are you interested in writing?
There's a lot. So I'm really big into superheroes. I have a couple of different like comic book ideas for stuff like that, and then
Let's toss one out there.
There's one that I have an idea. There's one that's really big, and there's one that's easy to explain. If somebody steals it, I swear I will find you down. I will hunt you.
Listen, I promise. My mom, dad, and a few family members that watch this show will not steal your idea.
Also, Jackson's mom, I want to say I'm sorry for not high-fiving you with that one show. I felt really, really bad. But yeah, so the idea is, you know how like there's always like the bad guy that's kind of crazy. He's always got it's the right hand man or like the henchman or whatever.
Yeah, the henchman. Yeah.
So, but there's always one who's like, this is my guy. He's kind of in charge of the rest of them. But it's always like he messes up because the guy's crazy.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, and he just kills him, and he grabs that guy's gun and just tosses it to another dude. He's like, all right, you're next. So like I have an idea to write a comic that's just the evolving door of like the guy who's constantly next up in line, like
the henchman and the villain.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to be this guy. Like I don't want to be the guy who's in charge, or someone's like there's a bunch of ways you can go with it. One's super excited, he's like, dude, I got this, and he screws up and dies.
Yeah.
So they're terrified. They
So only the henchman changes.
Yeah.
The villain stays in.
Yeah, I don't even want you to see who the villain is. You see the arm and like the shot, and
I just farted a little bit.
Yeah, no,
anyways, keep going.
You see the arm, you see the shot, and then you see him like toss it, and you see what he says, but you never see who the main guy is.
You see who the hero is.
You can, yeah, but
you think the story arc? Oof.
That was
yeah. You need more of this candle. Waft it over. So you just see like the character arc of the different henchmen.
Yeah.
Do you go into like detail of like who they were before they became the henchmen?
Well, see, it depends. Like I feel like you can have some that run like a couple stories. Like I like the idea of like it always like each issue starts the same with like the guy getting thrown the gun, and it ends the same with that guy getting shot. But like obviously that can't like last for a while in a comic, so it'll probably be a short run. But like probably not a lot of like backstory to him. Maybe a little bit. Just so like, oh god, this is why he's scared. This is why he thinks he can do it.
But but each different character arc is what like their different emotion is that they're feeling. Being henchmen. So that explains a lot about them.
Yeah.
Excited, scared, nervous.
All this stuff, and like I have this like my big idea that I want to have is that like, I mean it's probably spoiler, but whatever. If it ever gets written, there's no telling. Is that one of them finally like he's terrified, right? Because he knows he messed up, but he gets caught by the hero. So he gets put in prison.
Uh-huh.
So he's just like so relieved. And the end of that issue is the villain breaking him out of prison.
Just to kill him?
Yeah. Just to kill him. That one might be like a multiple issue. Like that guy got a couple.
I like this idea. Let's run with it.
Yeah.
Do you have a name?
I don't have a name now. Like I like the idea of like calling it the Revolver. So the gun's a revolver, but it's also the revolving door of the henchman. So it's kind of got a lot of things to go to it.
Okay. And you just want to write like comics, or are you writing some other stuff?
I've got other ideas. I would like to like write some movies or write some TV shows. So
write some scripts.
Yeah, scripts.
That's cool. You recently did a commercial though, right?
Yeah. I did a Yahoo commercial.
Yahoo.
Yeah.
That one, right?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was fun.
What's the day like being on set?
It was super easy, except I had to get there early, which sucked, but that's life. But it was super.
Ryan, not a morning person.
Not at all.
Currently, it's midnight here, and everybody's late.
But
it's not. It's like 6:15.
6:42.
6:42.
But yeah, like we get there early. We can eat breakfast. They get us like they do a little bit of makeup for us, and they tell us to get into our costumes, what they want us to wear. And for this one, it was like they want us to do like wrestling stuff. So it was like a backyard wrestling shoot. So I got to be the guy who beat up this dude for a lot of shots.
Yeah.
So it was like we waited around for a couple hours, and we got out there, and they told us what they wanted us to do and everything. It was super fun, super simple. I had like a stunt coordinator out there, which was a really cool dude. He's been doing it for like 15 years. And at the end of it, I get a spoiler. A dude jumps off an RV onto me through a table, and it hurt so much. He landed on my head. It was terrible.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was awful. Luckily, we only had to do one shot.
Who did you know this man?
No, it was a stuntman.
He's a stuntman.
Yeah, so stuntmen are very different from wrestlers and how they go about things.
Sure.
So
that's interesting.
He felt bad. Like it wasn't like he didn't like he just like screw you. But yeah, it wasn't fun.
Eesh.
Everything else was tons of fun though.
We had a good day overall.
Yeah, really good day. Got to meet some cool people and
are you gonna do more stuff like this?
If I can, yes. I gotta try and get some headshots done and try and find some agents and just start like looking for stuff. I got some friends from when I was younger and thought I just wanted to be an actor before I started wrestling. They were trying to help me out.
Okay. Ooh, little Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in you, huh?
Yeah.
I'm a big guy.
I want to be that superstar, bro.
You want to be like John Cena?
Yeah.
Like Stone Cold and only make bad movies?
No, I want to make good movies.
You want to be like John and only make bad movies but still make loads of money?
I'll take that one over the only making bad movies.
No, I think John makes good movies.
Yeah.
I love John, so everything he does like lights my heart on fire. So.
Like I would like to be like more like The Rock. I love The Rock. He does huge blockbuster movies, and I'm this because I did theater and all this stuff. I'm this weird like judgmental guy towards like scripts and actors and like I don't know. I feel like I want to do movies that like really, really like not they're good. Like that's because I'm a snob, I guess. No, everyone talks about that, but not like hipster type. Not everybody knows the movie. Not everyone's like flocking to see it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You do like indie films.
Yeah, indie films would be dope, and then like doing blockbusters would be cool too. But like I would like to, if I did like a bigger movie, probably like a comedy. 'Cause I love comedy.
Mm.
I'm also thinking about doing like going to some open mics and doing some stand up.
So
Multiple things going on.
a lot of ambition.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm coming on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
Of trying to do a lot of things at once, which I think is perfect. Like a lot of the idea, like I think back in the day, maybe before like the really social media took off, was the idea that you needed to be specialized.
Yeah.
In like one certain thing, and that was a huge thing for like me when I was growing up in terms of like sports. It was like, hey, you're about to go to high school. You need to pick one sport so you can focus on it, so you can be really good, and so you can maybe get a scholarship. And I was like, I mean, I loved every sport really, but it's thankfully like my parents weren't like super into that. They're like, yo, play whatever you want, do whatever you want. I only wanted to play baseball because I was really bad at football and I was really bad at basketball, especially after moving from California to Texas. Like everyone in 7th and 8th grade was like massive, and I was like super little.
Yeah. Well, you went to a big school too, right?
Yeah. And so like basketball and football weren't a thing for me, and then baseball started to really pick up. I mean, I wrestled a little bit in high school, but I was terrible. I mostly just did it for the workouts. But it was always like something that you needed to be specialized in, and I feel like there was a lot of that too growing up. Like find one skill, find what you're really good at, and only do that for the rest of your life. I think it's really important. I think everyone out there has that one unique skill that they're better at than every single person.
Yeah.
I fully believe that. You want to find that, for sure, find that. But then off that, expand your horizon, because then you can. Because learning new skills and having different obstacles to challenge you is exciting, especially once you've already like mastered some idea or thing that you're really good at. You know, you can always branch off from there and build. So I think that's more important now, especially with social media. Like you can learn anything you want.
Yeah.
Like if I want to start knitting tomorrow, I could watch a few YouTube videos, buy the supplies, and then start getting after it, which I think is really cool. I may never become a master. I may never put like the 10,000 hours in to become that master of knitting, but if I like it, I'm gonna start doing it.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that's the same kind of like in the wrestling vein. Like there's always that like idea of like acting, comedy, stand up, all these things that are in sports, all these things that are incorporated and rolled up to become like a really good professional wrestler.
Exactly.
So I think it's super cool that once you start like building a brand or having some sort of like a following, that you can kind of branch off into these other avenues and like really expand like who you are and what you want to become, which I think is really cool. I just went on a nice little rant.
No, it's cool. It's nice.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Because I did a little bit of theater when I was in middle school. I very much enjoyed it, and I took theater classes in high school. Didn't have time to do any of the plays because they're always after school, and that's when I was doing baseball. But I attended the theater classes, which I thought were great.
Yeah.
And then once I was done playing baseball, I took a few acting classes, so I thought it would help me with my wrestling. It just did. It got me out of my comfort zone, helped me with like promos and starting out, just being uncomfortable, being comfortable being uncomfortable in situations, which is a lot when you're a new wrestler.
Yeah.
But the best thing I ever did was take 8 weeks of improv at the Dallas Comedy House, because that's like you're just like getting thrown in the deep end.
Yep.
And the big thing with improv is that you can't say no.
Yeah.
You just gotta keep going.
Everything.
Yes and, and that's a lot of like, you know, with pro wrestling, especially if you're calling a match on the fly and stuff like that. But yeah, I think you should do a class.
Yeah, no, I'm going to. Big Connor Jones.
Yeah, we love Connor. Shout out to Connor. Hope you're watching. If you don't listen to the show, Connor, we're not going to any more improv shows.
Connor and I are going to take a class at the Stomping Grounds.
Stomping Grounds.
I think it's just like a 5 or 6 week course.
Yeah.
And my other friend Charlie, who I ride with, is probably going to take it with us.
Nice.
Yeah.
We, me, Ryan, and Connor went to an improv show.
Yep.
At the Stomping Ground, right?
Yep.
Stomping Ground. It's off Oak Lawn in Dallas. Recommend anyone going. It's a very, very nice show. Very good. But Connor's roommate is the comedian, right?
Yeah.
His name is
Cotton. Yeah.
His name's Cotton.
Yeah, Cotton Hensley. I think that's his like Twitter handle.
Sweet. It was really, really funny. It was really
funny, dude. Had tons of fun. It was awesome.
Yeah, I recommend anyone going to one of those improv shows because there's a lot of if you're wrestling fans out there, you've been to indie shows probably. There's a lot of crowd participation, right? You feel close knit. You can talk to the wrestlers after the show and stuff. It's very much similar to the Stomping Ground comedy show that we went to, because they asked the fans for like participation, for giving some hints for like what they're gonna talk about. Even one fan got to go on stage and basically get interviewed by a bunch of the improvers. What do you say?
Improvisers? In the group we call the troupe.
Of the troupe.
The troupe, yeah.
Which was really cool. But it was like an hour and 30 minutes of just like straight comedy. And it's like $10 a ticket, so it's like
totally worth it.
Good bang for your buck.
Lots of fun.
Yeah, it's a really easy night out, and they sell alcohol too, which is good because I'm thinking of that one joke that lady made that was really funny.
Which one?
She was a really funny woman. She made a bunch of jokes all night, but she was part of the she like was talking about millennials, and she was in that like she was pretending to be a male in the like male dominated
in the group. Yeah.
And she said something about what she said. Do you remember exactly?
Oh, I can't. Something about like, was it even though like I'm a guy, like sometimes I have feelings.
Yeah, something about like.
Is it okay? But like sometimes I feel sad. Basically, I can't remember.
Basically poking fun at how ridiculous toxic masculinity is, and how some people are frowned upon for being vulnerable and showing weakness. And obviously that's a very serious subject.
Yeah.
Something I care a lot about. But in the moment, obviously, I think it's very funny. And comics have like a very I think laughing about something really invokes deeper thinking on it later on.
Yeah.
If you like really laughed on a subject, like I think that's where comics are so brilliant, because they can like speak on these subjects that are extremely important, sensitive topics, but they can do it in such a way where it gets a laugh, but it also invokes some sort of change and response and deeper thinking later on, like what we're doing right now with this lady. Obviously, that's something that what she talked about was something I talk about and think about all the time. But we're still talking about it, which is very important.
Yeah.
But the way she went about it was very funny, and I appreciate humor. Yeah. So you're gonna do stand up or what?
I want to. I have an idea too. Like I have on my phone I have like the notes of just different ideas that I've written down over the last few years. Of just like a whole bunch of different things. You can't really like see, but I'm scrolling through and there's a lot.
He's got 1 hour of Netflix special right there.
I would think that's maybe like 15, 20 minutes, honestly.
You know what's really funny is that my boy Wheeler Yuta.
Yeah.
I mean, you never met him?
I know. When I showed up at your place when you lived in Philly, like he wasn't there.
Oh yeah, and then he didn't go to the baseball game with us.
Yeah.
Sad, but Wheeler Yuta loves professional wrestling more than anything else. But if you take professional wrestling out of the equation, my guy Wheeler Yuta wants nothing other than to be a rapper and a stand-up comedian.
That's awesome.
It's hilarious.
That's awesome. I don't want to be a rapper because I know I'd be garbage at it. But that's awesome.
Yeah. He's gonna do it.
I hope he does.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna be a rapper and a stand-up comedian, and obviously still be a professional wrestler.
Put it all into one, dude.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Wheeler, I know you're listening to this, so don't let me down, man. I believe in you.
I do too.
I have faith in you. And because of you, the lady at Vitamin Shop recognized me because of your hard work in Philadelphia. So thank you for your diligence.
Stop.
Okay? And go do that stand-up. Go to open mic night. Or do it in front of the Beyond crowd. They'll love you. They're very nice people. I'm talking to him like he's listening. Anyways. What else are you interested in?
Like out of other things that I do or like want to do, like that's it. Like there's other things that probably like interest me that I like.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I would like to it's the same vein as acting, but like voice acting. I would really like to like write an animated show. Because like over the last 6 years, like BoJack Horseman has become my favorite show.
You love it.
Of all time. And it just ended. Like, and that's how I finally realized, like, oh, this is my favorite show.
Oh.
Yeah. It was like, oh, now that it's gone. Like, I'm upset that it's done. But it's a really funny show. It's one of those, it deals with a lot of like like mental health issues and other like social issues that are going on in a really like you were talking about the comedy that makes you think deeper.
Yeah.
In a really like smart way.
In such a brilliant manner.
Yeah.
Such a brilliant manner.
And that's why I love comedy. Like if I did it, because like I deal with depression a lot. Like I make a lot of self-deprecating jokes anyway, as you know.
Yes.
So
you do.
Jaxon doesn't like it, but it helps me like cope. It's just my thing. So
I mean, I don't like when my friends put themselves down, especially because the way you talk to yourself is extremely important. But if it's one of the ways you cope,
yeah, it's just my kind of thing. And I think like if I did the stand up, like I would have things like that. Maybe like some kind of thing. Keep going back to like I don't know why you're here because I'm garbage. Like
something like that.
Yeah, because I think that's fun. Like I'll say that stuff all the time.
Yeah.
People like I'll find out people like me, and I'm like I don't know why. Like I'm garbage. Like it's just a constant joke I make.
Is it a joke?
Yeah.
Well, I like you.
Oh, thanks. I don't know why. I'm garbage.
I mean, sometimes you smell like garbage.
All right, dude.
Personal hygiene attack.
Whatever, dude.
Even though I'm the one who
I shower all the time.
Even though I'm the one who pooped their pants during this talk show podcast.
Accurate.
It's okay. I had a busy day today. All right.
No, dude, it's cool. Have a busy day, man.
I was at Tyson Middle School.
Tyson, right?
In Weatherford, Texas.
Ooh.
Speaking to the health classes about the importance of mental health.
It's awesome.
And trying to get the students, or just the students, perspective on how to stop bullying in schools and cyberbullying. That's a real thing now.
Yeah, no, it was a thing when I was in high school.
And screen time. Talking to them about screen time.
Oof.
When did you get a cell phone?
Dude, I got a cell phone when I turned, I think 12. It was like it was like a flip phone. I had a flip phone.
What year was that?
Dude, I don't know. Let me think. When I had to do math for some reason because I can't just do it in my head. 2008.
Okay. Wow. You get a cell phone before me.
Really?
So I didn't drive. I didn't start driving until my junior year of high school when I was 16. I was a late bloomer. So my mom drove me everywhere before that.
Yeah.
And I didn't really have a lot of friends in high school, so I didn't really need to go hang out with anyone. If I did, my buddy Evan had a car super early because he turned 16 super early.
Okay.
So he would drive me around if we ever needed it. But sadly, we had a little falling out over a girl, which was terrible because huge misunderstanding. Anyways, Evan was a really good homeboy until he wasn't.
Until he was.
But we've reconnected now and everything, so we're good. But
good.
Yeah, holding grudges is bad. It's a bad move. Anyways, so basically, the moral of the story is that I didn't need a phone.
Yeah.
I didn't feel the need to. I wasn't texting anyone.
Okay.
And also wasn't in that. My sister had one, I think, but she was obviously she was a couple years older at that point. She was in her first year of college, and so I didn't need one. I was like, whatever. But when I got a car and started driving and going to practice and stuff on my own, my mom was like, hey, you don't need a phone. So I was like, all right, she gave me a nice little phone. Mm-hmm. So the first time I got a phone was in 2009.
Okay.
As a junior in high school.
Yeah.
And then that same year, this is a pretty funny story. That same year, I'm a junior in high school. I'm in theater class. And now I got a phone. But mind you, I have no data.
Yes.
Only a certain amount of texts per month. And
so super old school.
A limited calling. Because basically I was only calling my parents.
Yeah.
An emergency happened. Otherwise it was in my pocket and I was driving myself everywhere. But I started kind of hanging out with this girl, only in class. Her name's Christy. In class, my junior year of in theater class. And we started hanging out. Not hanging out, we started talking. She gave me her phone number. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, damn.
I feel like a big man.
Yeah. So we started texting. Started texting for 2-3 weeks. Just only texting, talking in class. I feel like this is going somewhere. I'm like, yo, hitting my stride, bro. Mm-hmm. Hitting my stride. One day I come home from school, my dad comes up to me, he goes, got the phone bill?
I knew it.
I said, yeah, what's up? He said, who you texting so much? I was like, what do you mean? Uh-oh. Damn. He's like, yeah, you're done. No,
he said you're done.
You can't text anymore, you only get phone calls. I said, all right. Mm-hmm. Well, so when I went and saw Christy, I just stopped. So I saw her that day.
Yeah.
The next day in class, we dropped it up a bit, whatever. And then I feel like she texted me a lot, but I never responded. Never got them. Didn't know what happened. And then I didn't have the courage to go up to her
just saying
after the weekend and be like, yo, this is what happened. Just never spoke to her again. No words were ever exchanged between her and I again.
Come on, man.
Not one.
Oh my god. Killing it.
I think one of her friends came up to me and was like, oh, I just stopped talking to Ashley. And I explained it, or Christy, and I explained it to her.
Yeah.
But then still never solved the problem.
Nothing.
And then I never spoke to her again.
Crushed it, bro.
You want to hear another funny story?
Yeah, sure, go.
So now I think I'm in my sophomore year of high school.
Alright.
And so I don't have a car at this point. I'm rolling around with my boy Evan.
No car, no phone.
No car, no phone. No car, no phone with my boy Evan. Obviously, again in theater class, because this is where I got out all my energy up there.
Apparently.
And I was talking to this other girl. And she got Evan's phone number, because I didn't have a phone. She got Evan's phone number, texted Evan one day. He was like, hey, I'd like to watch a movie with Aaron. Yeah, I was Aaron in high school.
He's not Aaron anymore.
No, sir! No, I'm not!
Oh, this episode of Jaxon Talks, everybody.
It's great. It's an awesome episode. Anyways, so homegirl texts Evan, says, hey, I'd like to watch a movie with Aaron. Me. Jaxon Stone, one and only. Everybody. And so Evan's pumped, dude.
Yeah.
Comes over to my house, drives over, he's like, yo, we gotta go. You got a date. I said, what?
I said, what?
I got a date. I said, what do I put on? My best pair of sweats or what's happening? My John Cena shirt? Let's go! Threw that guy on.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
See the shirt? Yes.
Evan drives me over. Get to her house.
Yep.
Knock on the door. Okay. What's up? I'm here. Want to do this? I didn't say anything back. I was like, oh my god, what do we do? Do we watch a movie? What do we do? So we walk up. We go up the stairs. Sit down. She's right where you are.
Yes.
I'm right here. Evan is over here on this couch because he wasn't allowed to leave me there.
Stop, bro.
This exact setup.
Yeah, I get it. You can
I was doing one of these hover boys.
Yeah. Because you're too afraid to touch her at this point?
And I was like, okay. And then I did one of these boys. And then I think maybe by when the credits rolled on the film, I said, put a right hand on her knee.
Hot fire. I mean, that's your left hand.
I mean, left hand on her knee.
Hot fire.
And then I said, Evan, we gotta go. And then Evan took me home. Never talked to her again. Crushed it.
Killing it, dude. You're killing it.
So that's a couple stories about me.
Yeah. Great stories.
And then December of my junior year of high school, I got my surgery on my ears. Got those mofos pinned back. Came back. Still didn't talk to girls. Senior year. Still didn't talk to girls. Went to college. Found alcohol. Talked to a few girls. And now we're here.
So yeah, most of my entire life didn't talk to girls. For me.
So I'm going to put this out there for everyone listening.
Please.
My handsome,
This is me?
funny,
It's me. It's gotta be me.
very good human being of a friend,
Yes.
Ryan, real last name Remington,
Yep. Real. 100%.
is very attracted to Asian women
Yes.
and would like to go on a date with all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're out there listening
And you're into average looking white dudes.
with really nice hair and a well-groomed beard,
Yeah.
DM slide.
Hit me up, dude.
Or like a photo.
Yeah, something. Let me know you're there. And I'll be like, you like it? Please actually just slide in my DMs because I don't know how to shoot my shot at all. Like that's the thing I don't know.
Yeah.
But you can like it and I'll sit there and wonder for a while. Like, should I message this girl? And then I'll just it won't happen.
I'll make you do it. I just told you my deepest, darkest stories from high school.
Yeah.
They're not really that deep or dark. They're just pretty funny, I think. Look at me now.
I don't have a whole lot of like bad date ones because I didn't go on many dates.
I went on one. You saw it. Evan was with me.
Yeah. So yeah, I had one in middle school. There was this girl.
Middle school.
Yeah, this girl that I liked. We wanted to go see the movie. It was Avatar at the time. Came out, and we're like, let's go watch this movie. And we're in middle school, obviously. She was like, my parents will take us. I'm like, cool, like whatever. And I text her. I'm like, hey, are your parents gonna sit with us? Because like I'm like that'd be super weird because they were gonna watch the movie too. And she just says no. I was like, cool. And then immediately it was like, why do you want them to? And I was like, no. No, that's not how this works. I don't. So yeah, and then it was super just like, I don't know, I think we were in 7th or 8th grade, like super awkward, just sitting there. We get in there to watch this movie. Super long movie. Oh my god, it's so long. Parents are a few like rows above us. Obviously, they're just watching us the entire time. In hindsight, like they weren't watching that dumb movie.
Did you like Avatar?
I didn't.
I've actually never seen that. Never seen the film.
It's at this point. There's no reason to.
Never seen it.
We're sitting here and I'm very awkwardly just like I don't know what to do. Mm-hmm. It's this weird like arms here. I think at one point I asked like, can I hold your hand?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and I think she said yes. I remember holding her hand, but then like we were.
What a boss move,
boss
bro.
move.
Asking for consent.
Yeah, I'm respectful.
That's what I'm talking about.
And and then it was cool. We were talking for a week, and then she was like, "Hey, breaking up with you." I was like, "We were dating." So
what a win for you.
That's how that went.
What a win for you. I had a girlfriend and she broke up with me. Yeah!
It was awesome. And then we ended up actually dating in high school. That ended way worse that time.
Oh.
Terrible.
Oh. Well, you don't need to speak on that.
No, because this was actually really funny. So this is one of my all of like the people, all of my relationships have ended like terribly, but kind of funny at the same time. So this one she was like my first like actual real girlfriend, and I say that like I've never had a relationship last a year. So, anyways, it was a few months, and it just been we're talking, we're hanging out, dating, blah blah blah, and I think she has her license, I don't. We're sophomores, so she's like the one driving me around doing all this stuff, and she's like, "Hey, my parents are gonna go we have this RV, we're gonna go to a lake and camp," and I was like, "Oh, I hate camping." I do, but I was like, "But I like you." Yeah, sure, I'll go.
So you do it.
Yeah, super cool.
Man.
Like I'll go and do it. I'm thinking, I tell my parents like, "Oh, that's cool. You'd be gone for the weekend. Come back. It's cool." They come, they pick me up, and they're talking to my parents like, "Yeah, we'll be gone for 6 days."
Oh Jesus!
Camping at a lake, bro. I don't know what to do at a lake for more than one day.
I'm not a big outdoorsy guy.
Oh my god! Like I was like, I don't know what we're doing, and I was like, oh my god, 6 whole days of my life with my girlfriend and her parents in this cramped RV, and I got to sleep in this little tiny like pull-out bed that was the couch, and her dad slept like next to me on another pull-out bed. Her and her mom slept in the bed.
What a vibe,
bro!
What a vibe,
bro! It and like I'm trying.
So you're saying there was no hoochie coochie?
Nothing happened.
No hoochie coochie.
Yeah. We're hanging out. I'm trying to have as much fun as I can. And finally, day 3, I'm like, dude, I want to be home.
You're done.
I'm homesick. And at this point, like, I don't even know that I'm struggling with depression, but I am so depressed.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be there. And I'm trying to have fun and do all these things, so, like, I can't even, like, get up and go do things.
Yeah.
I'll hang out by the campfire, make some s'mores, watch a movie. And every now and then, she's just like, "Are you okay?" No, so I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of want to be home." It's all whatever. We finally get home. She says goodbye to me, and I get home. I'm just sitting at home. I'm tired, just sitting there with my parents. About an hour later, I get a text.
Ooh.
A little texty.
Ooh.
It says, "Hey, we need to talk."
Those mean something. Those texts mean something.
Bro! So I'm like, "Okay, is something wrong?" And she says, "Kinda." So I'm like, "All right, do you want me to call you? Do you want me to meet you? Like, I don't know what's going on here." She doesn't reply to me. It's like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. She doesn't reply to me. 9 o'clock that night, she calls me. But here's the thing. She wasn't alone. put me on speaker with 3 of her friends.
What?
And proceeded to tell me everything that I did wrong while on the camping trip.
Oh, sweet Lord.
It was a great time.
You were a sophomore in high school?
Yeah.
Oh my God, we're supposed to be relationship experts?
Tell me everything I did wrong, what the issue was, all this stuff. And I'm just sitting like, what? And her friends are like, do you want this relationship to work? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't even know what I want for breakfast tomorrow. Like,
am I dating all 3 of you?
Like, what's happening?
Is there hoochie coochie all around?
Bro. It was.
So the answer was no to that, right?
Dude, I was like, oh my God. And for some reason, I was like, the worst part was the girl that asked me that is the girl I was actually really good friends with, the one I actually wanted to date. Yeah. So
there's the zinger.
It's cool. They'll never watch this.
I think you should DM her.
I should, even though she's married now.
Oh, don't do it then.
But yeah,
let her be happy.
No, for some reason I decided I would try to make it work, and the next day I go and hang out with her, and we're doing stuff, and not doing stuff. We're like watching movies. One of the
not doing stuff. But doing stuff.
One of the friends that was on the phone was there with us. It was super awkward.
Oh, you had an Evan situation?
So, and finally, like, I'm like, this isn't working out. Like, that day, and I'm like, and I text her, I'm like, hey, can we meet up and talk, like, tomorrow or something? And she says, no. And I was like, why not? She said, what do you gotta say? I was like, can I call you? She said, no. And I tried to call her 3 times. And she wouldn't answer my phone calls, and she wouldn't meet up with me. And I felt so terrible. She made me break up with her over a text message.
That's tough.
Yeah, I didn't like
tough. It. Young love, young love.
So there's my fun dates.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I laughed it quite a bit during that story, but that's so funny. Just how like it just goes to show you how much people. Do you talk to her now?
No. She held like a super big grudge on me for a while in high school, and finally senior year. So it was speech class in junior year. And I was doing a speech on the Dallas Cowboys. I love the Cowboys. Grew up loving them. I knew a lot about them. Mm-hmm. Didn't even have to do much research. And I say something, and I don't know how this text got to me, but it was between her and another friend who absolutely hates me.
Oof.
And it was saying things like, if the Cowboys had like a vagina, I'd marry them. And all these things.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, and in my head, I'm like, yeah, I would, bro. That'd be great. I'd be a billionaire. I'd kick Jerry right the fuck out.
Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't upset. I ended up showing it and laughing to the girl that I had the crush on.
Yeah.
Because I knew that she'd get mad at her.
It's like saying, if you love it so much, why don't you marry it?
Yeah, that's what it was.
If you love it so much, why don't you marry it? I used to love that saying.
But then finally, like, she ended up getting over it in, like, senior year. This is after prom.
Yeah.
Me, other friends, and her boyfriend, who was my friend at the time, all come back to my house. And she asked me if I hold grudges. And I was like, dude, you're in, like, my parents' house. Like, if I held grudges, you wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
So no, I don't hold grudges. Except for one person, but it was a terrible person. No other ones.
Okay. Holding grudges is like injecting poison in your body and expecting it not to hurt you.
Okay.
You can find that
on
my Twitter and other inspirational, motivational things. Follow me at Jaxon Stone _ Bud Light, the official, unofficial sponsor of Jaxon Talks, everybody. Pour it in a red Solo cup.
Don't pour it in.
Or drink it from the can. Drink responsibly. Wow, I think this has been a great episode.
It has.
I think we should wrap it up.
Yeah.
And finish the rest of our 2 pounds of meat.
Or 2 pounds of meat.
That we ordered from Dickie's Barbecue Pit before we started filming this classic episode. Jaxon Talks, everybody. Next time we'll bring Ryan. We'll bring Ryan back. We'll also bring Tommy back so we can show you his exquisite beard.
It's great.
His blossoming personality. And what he thinks about professional hockey as a whole.
Yep.
Cool. Well, thanks for coming on, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for everyone for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below, or don't, like, whatever.
Follow both of us.
But follow
Good
everything.
things. Yeah.
And I love you all. Be well.
Love.
Cheers.